This is the infamous Coach It Girl for MF Magazine, and I am here with Adam from The Academy Is.
Hello.
So you are here on the Snakes and Suits acoustic tour. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
The tour's been a blast. We kind of had this idea to come out and do acoustic shows just because we feel like a lot of the bands that, maybe we're compared to or pigeonholed with, a lot of them, some of the bands can't translate into an acoustic show, and I think that some of our songs really can, and I think William, our singer, has been doing a great job showcasing the fact that he can actually play guitar and just kind of having fun. It's been a real intimate show, and coming out to these places and playing acoustic and then doing signings at the merch table afterwards and stuff, it's just been, I think, kind of just a treat for our fans. Instead of us being off for 6 months, we came back around and put on these little small shows, so it's been fun.
And you do have some very devoted fans. Earlier I saw a very excited but very soggy looking group of young ladies outside.
That sounds about right for every city. There's an excited and soggy patch of young ladies waiting in every city when we get there, and I think it's just a sign of support, showing that we're waiting for you guys, you've been waiting for you guys. I think that's pretty exciting. I was more the type that showed up 20 minutes before doors, and but maybe in another life I'll camp out for a Richie Valens concert or something, who knows.
So, speaking of the fans, you guys do offer the fans a lot more than just the music. You have your TAI TV.
Yeah. TAI TV is just kind of something we do for fun. It's definitely, grown a lot more than we ever thought it would do. We just kind of started doing it because we were bored on tour, and because we're kind of dorks, we kind of break out the video camera, make home movies. We've been kind of doing that our whole lives, so we just started doing that, and then it seemed like something our fans were pretty attached to and having fun with, and we just felt like there wasn't really any reason to stop because we were still having fun with it. So every Sunday night we just put up a little video. Sometimes, most of the time, it's just me acting like an idiot for 5 minutes. It's kind of funny actually because on this TI TV thing, I'm the goofy one, I guess, and I think fans kind of have a perception of me being this real crazy character, and then when they meet me outside of a show, I'm pretty quiet and collected, I would say, and I think some people are kind of thrown off because they see this one thing and then in reality it's kind of something different. But I think it's important to not take yourself too seriously and to have some fun sometimes with your friends, especially when most of the TV shows suck nowadays anyway. You got to make your own TV show, so.
I would gather from the name of the album too, and some of your videos for the new album sort of harken back to a lot of old movies, a lot of the comedies and stuff from the 80s.
Yeah, we love movies, that's one thing we definitely do on here to pass the time is we watched Best in Show this morning, which is a great movie. We're kind of always just watching something and, looking for entertainment in any genre, comedy, horror, drama, dramedy, as they call it. None of the chick flicks, really. We don't watch Barbershop or we don't watch any the Tyler Perry stuff up here, but anything really. I think that the 80s comedies kind of inspired the title on this record just because we were reflecting kind of at a time of youth, and we felt like in the music itself there was this nostalgic tone that kind of sounded like something reminiscent of, The Cure or Depeche Mode or something, just in the tones and stuff of the instruments that kind of reminded us of the 80s and kind of took us back to maybe the music in The Breakfast Club or Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and those are all great movies, so we just kind of went with it.
And just for the fans who might not be familiar, I doubt there are any, but the name of the album is?
It's Fast Times at Barrington High, which is kind of funny because when William came in and suggested that as the album title, Barrington is the school that him and I went to, and I was completely not into the idea because I was just I hated that place, why would we want to give them the notoriety of an album title, and So I was really opposed to it. And then I had flown home from New York for a weekend. My brother was graduating from college and had some sort of party, and I drove by the school, and I had been listening to some of the rough mixes of the songs, and I started to realize that something in the music did kind of capture that couple-year period for us. When we were struggling teens, with acne and girl problems and all those things, which probably not too similar, probably not too far off from some of our fans and what they're going through now. And we're still young guys, so we felt like the whole thing kind of came together in some weird way, and I agreed to the album title, despite the fact that I hated high school.
So do you hear a lot from fans that are kind of going through that right now, the stuff that you wrote about, that you went through in your high school? Do you hear back from fans about that?
Totally. I mean, I think that the main thing for us is just to encourage people to be positive. I mean, as much as I hated high school, I don't think I had a bad time. I mean, it was just more I would have just rather been somewhere else. I felt like it was sometimes a waste of time. I didn't get bullied too hard or anything, but we just want to encourage our fans to know that I realize that when you're at that age, you've been in school for so long that you feel like it's something that's never going to end. It's like whoever you are at school and whoever they tell you are is who you are, when in actuality all the freaks are the ones that end up getting all the best jobs because they have a unique talent, and all the jocks and the bullies are the ones that sit around getting DUIs in their mother's basements and stuff. So we just try to encourage our fans to do something positive with themselves, like pick up an instrument or work hard.
So tell me a little bit about, we talked about, this is the Snakes and Suits acoustic tour. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the background of the name of the tour?
Well, Snakes and Suits is a clothing company that was started by our tour manager, Tony, who you met before. Not you, but you. He met Tony before, and he owned Snakes and Suits with our friend Johnny back home, and they actually put out our very first record on a local independent label in Chicago. And they've had a lot of success with the clothing line, not only amongst our fans, but around a lot of people have gotten really into it. So we just wanted the sponsor for the tour, and we figured there is no better sponsor than our good friends. So that's really it. We preferred Snakes and Suits rather than Camel Crush or Pepsi. So we figured that was a better sponsor. We're less of sellouts for having our friends sponsor the tour. So
now your tour is taking you south, pretty far south from what I hear, down to Chile?
I can't believe it. My family's actually from Mendoza, Argentina, which is about an hour and a half from Santiago, and so they're coming, and I'm amazed by that. But apparently we've had a lot of success down in South America with this record. It's kind of strange because we've been working so hard in America and the UK and Japan, Australia, all these places, and we had never even really given too much thought to the idea of having success in South America. And it's just kind of one of those things that snuck up on us, and now we're going. So we're really happy about it because I don't have many friends bands who have gotten to go down there. So I think it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So.
This is the infamous Coat Check Girl for MF Magazine.
Bye now.
You have been